Good evening and welcome back to Underrail. Hope everybody is doing well this evening. Last time we performed the sacred duties of the nerds surrounded by the jocks, only we're the jocks surrounded by the nerds, so I suppose that's a way of coming full circle. But more seriously, we went to the West Wing and discovered where Frater Mateo was, as well as a few other things. And now now we need to go back in and negotiate, I suppose, would be the phrase for it. Good news is, since we just came here, there should be no living enemies or current enemies, so it's actually a really quick follow-up. He remains silent to your approach. Mediant Samuel told me you and your Rassophores never returned and sent me to find you. Mediant? Yes, he sent us here to see what was happening. Thank him when you talk to him again. Without him, I would not know the truth. Thank him. What happened to the rest of your unit? Where are they? He gives you an answer after a long pause. Consumed. They were consumed. Consumed? Who or what ate them? Minions. But why? The Rassophores thought they knew what was best for me. They thought that the monolith was destroying my mind, distorting it into madness. But if they returned me back as they had intended, even by force, that would have truly destroyed me. I cannot blame them. They were ignorant of the truth. I had to protect myself. Minions had to protect me. I felt terrible for the Rassophores. It was difficult to ignore the cries of those that had once meant something to me. But that was what I had to do. In the long run, it was for the best. Now, everything is quiet. It was for the best. I have to go now. Go where? I sensed something when I told you of my Rassophores. I sensed something within you. Where are you going? Oh, don't worry about that. I just wanted to see something, then come back. Do not return. I wish to be left alone. If you bring someone here to disturb me, know that you will be bringing them to their death if you come back to disturb me. Goodbye. Suddenly falls silent. So, given that we've kind of exhausted everything that can be done here anyway, there's one. Okay. Is it cheap? Perhaps. Is it effective? Most definitely. So, what I'm going to do is recharge the Power Fist. And then we're going to use Stasis. What a surprise. Now, I don't know for sure, but that might be all of the creepers and stalkers here. We'll find out in just a moment, for sure. And it was. So, overall, not a terrible outcome, all considered. How are we looking? We are tapped out. And since we're already tapping up on things, there we go. Pretty much everything is back at cap. Whoop! What? Oh. Also... Ooh. I guess the Deathstalker did it? Great. Just when it was going so well, too. You piece of shit. I'll show you. I'll show them all. Guess we'll wait it out. Alright. Try this again. Okay. Alright, that should be fine now. This time, for sure. But, thinking of... I've seen things suggesting that it's a pretty good thing to do. So I'm thinking about making a couple of polls utilizing the community tab feature on YouTube. And I might make them regarding the current games that are in rotation, so Underrail and Breath of Fire. For this, I feel like I would ask, or, fill things out, see what people think of maybe different builds. Like, major builds rather than, like, the subsection types. Or maybe ask them, like, preferred types of psionic schools. I don't know, just something to engage with the community if there is one. Toward his evolution, brother. Speak. I talked to Matteo about the rest of his unit. What happened? Why isn't he with you? I found him alone standing next to a huge crystal object, looking at it in a near catatonic state. He seemed so obsessed with it and had his unit, who wanted to bring him back, devoured by his minions. Shadow crawlers he appears to have near absolute control over. Magnificent short. He became completely feral, derailed. I presume it is due to the effects of that crystal object you mentioned, no? I never suspected I would have to say this, but I don't think there is an alternative. I want you to Colli Frater Matteo. Relieve him of his misery and make sure he has no threat to us, brother. I will, Mediant. You know what needs to be done. Chort guide you, brother. Chort guide you, your notability. Oh, I didn't check his corpse. Well, we'll check it when we're there again. If Frater Matteo is dead, then it is done. Excellent work, Bacon. Now, regarding that strange object, it seems to be a dangerous thing, no? You have seen it. What do you think? I really don't know what to say. Well, it has no direct effects on us here, fortunately. It is my theory that the electromagnetic waves, as P.I. Steff mentioned, are being radiated from that very object, and has had a negative effect on Frater Matteo. I will discuss this matter with His Excellency once he is back from Cytosine Outpost. There you go. He hands you 700 Stygian coins. You get 150 extra for calling the Ifritor. You're done with that for now, brother. Once I've spoken to Harmost about this, I'll know more about our next course of action. Right then, what's next? Got any more work for me? Ready for more, Bacon? Well, when Harmos Stavros returns from the deep caverns, I'll be happy to inform him of your enthusiasm and your results. But let's leave that aside. I have a question to ask you. Do you know who Nevil is, and have you perhaps seen him lately? I know you are new here, Bacon, but in the off chance you've met him, I'd like to know about it. I don't know who that is. Let's see. Neville is one of the Rassophores. Young, institute born, average in height, black haired, skinny in the face, and with a medium sized beard. No? Well, we have trouble locating him. Allow me to clarify. He has disappeared. He was, as far as I know, a highly dedicated shortist who's had solid performance within the preservation forces. He was one of the Institute building guards, and we never had issues with him. But today he vanished into thin air. He was supposed to report in for work, but he never showed up. His room is empty, most things intact. Last people who saw him, which was a mere few hours ago, said he was in his robe, walking by and saying he was going to Iodine's library. From there, just like him, his trail disappears. He never left through the front entrance as far as Payam claims, but he is nowhere else to be found. What I need from you is to snoop around and find him. By the short, I want to know what's going on around here. You will do this for preservation, no? Why would he disappear? I don't know. I simply have no idea what or why he's missing. Keep my eyes open. Excellent. Did you have any further questions before you leave, Bacon? No. Alright, so that got us 2 points. Okay, so you get a reward for informing him. I don't think the reward was for actually finishing Ifrater Mateo off. Because I want to say that I saw that there prior to that final engagement, so... We will go back for the loot later, however. So, let's go to the library. Well, yeah, let's go to the library and see if we can get any leads. And go from there. Need a recommendation, brother? I am looking for a Rassophore called Nevil. Have you seen him recently? No, I'm afraid not. He hasn't been here since... nearly a month, frankly. Yes, I believe it was a month. Sure of it. By the way, what do you mean looking for him? What happened, brother? He disappeared. Oh, I'm sorry I couldn't be of more help. I hope everything turns out well, brother. Best of luck. Goodbye, Nena. Well, let's ask the guards. They would know if he came in through here. I'm looking for Rassophore Neville. Have you seen him lately? No, he didn't come anywhere near here. Alright. No one comes here, to tell you the truth. Well, except for you, brother. Since we're already here, though, let's go ahead and go check the body on the off chance he has an oddity we didn't grab yet. Don't care about the rest. Well, the energy shield might be nice to have for selling purposes. What's he got? Resources. Needler. It's a unique crossbow. We're already kind of high on our... Well, we can fit it, but that's only for collection purposes. Suspended in the center of the room, surrounded by cables and various electronics, is a half shattered crystal monolith. It is dark and rough on the outside, the cracks it but from within the cracks emanates an enticing blue light. Like watching bonfire, there's something primal that draws you to stare into its depths and listen to its humming. This is a bad idea, but let's focus on it. You clear your mind of other thoughts and focus on just the sound of the humming monolith and its enticing blue light. You try to maintain your concentration, but the blue light burns through your mind, wiping out your will and intent and leaving you in a panicked state of confusion. After a few moments, you manage to compose yourself. Now, if you had enough will, I'm sure you could get some interaction out of it. You can get an interaction out of most of those, but we are unfortunately tanking our will. Now, I'm going to be entirely honest, while I remember how the engagement, or rather the encounter with Nevil can go, I don't remember how to get to where Nevil is. We're looking for a Rassophore called Nevil. Have you seen him recently? Nevil, you say? Ouch. I heard he's in big trouble. Mediant seemed pretty mad when he heard that Neville hasn't reported, that's for sure. However, we saw him for a brief time before he went missing. Tell me about it. He passed by, greeted us, we had a short chat, and then he went back up towards the library. That's the last time we saw him, brother. You never left your post, even for a moment? No, we didn't. I mean, actually, there was an emergency down in the utilities section. What kind of emergency? One of the pipes ruptured. There was a gas leak, which in turn caused a small fire. Both of us, Benedict and I, ran down to help put the fire out. Luckily, no one was hurt. We were there for, I'd say 15 minutes or so, give or take. Interesting. I'll get back to work now. So long. Hmm. We're just going to peek in here. I saved just as a precaution. Oh, okay. You can't even engage in a proper conversation with them. Unfortunate. So, he definitely came through he- Oh. I think I remember. There was a blocked off path somewhere around here, wasn't there? Ah, there we go. Ooh. Something squishy just got shot. Is that actually the only way out? A little surprised they made this one this big. Oh, you got a storm coming, darling. Hmm. Loot, you say? How very interesting. Alright, we'll tap this one. Whoops. Oh, nice, yeah. Really? And this one isn't even as strong as the one on the outside, so why? Alright, well, nothing we're going to bother with. Alright, so that's the one he clearly took. Back in we go, because I don't trust that room, not for a bit. And how can we process our inventory a bit? Oh, there's an easy way. For that matter... we'll leave them for now, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I'm not too worried about crossbows, truthfully. And that does put us back in a safe range. We will need to offload our stuff soon, though. Oh boy. More spiders. Well, for one... Left my shield up for a reason. Can I stand coil spiders? What is it? Oh, is that oil stuff? Huh? What is that? Fungus? Fungus. Well, I see potential oddities. Watch me get attacked by a crawler. Oh, and gas. Well, I know what that means. Oh, hey. Another ruined textbook and the last one we need. Nice. So now we're down to needing 3 points. Let's temporarily equip stuff for bio damage. I am sorely disappointed by the lack of oddities in this area. Okay. Sorely disappointing. You look into the opening but see only blackness. It appears that this chute only goes down. The extreme steepness is likely to prevent you from being able to go back up the same way. Slide down anyway. What did you do? Oh, nice. Oh. Oh, they're already opening. Whoopsie! Oh, let me just set them off, I guess. Oh. Oh well. Well, if they're going to do it like that, I might as well go and talk with him directly first. The pulsating red light illuminates the robed figure that is frantically typing something on the console in front of him, and despite the loudness of the alarm, you can clearly hear him gasping for breath through his thick mask. He promptly realizes someone is near and recoils back, simultaneously raising his weapon and pointing it at you. You don't even blink. You stare down so many gun barrels in the past that you instinctively know, as in this case, when a raised weapon is just a prelude to the spoken word of its wielder. Uh, who are you? Did you follow me here? Speak. Take it easy, brother. I was sent by Mediant Samuel to find you. Mediant, you listen to me now. A roaring sound of large metal gates opening in the distance interrupts him. His heavy breathing becomes even more pronounced, and it takes him a moment to continue. They are coming. What's coming? I triggered an alarm when I fell through the ventilation shaft. The voice the voice said that security bots will be dispatched here to neutralize the intruder. There's a console here, but I can't do anything with the abortive thing. Another loud gate opens. You're getting closer. Closer. Get ready. Y'all going to open? Nice and tidy. Huh. Must be random what comes out each time. Damn. Didn't get to the other one. Well, I need to fade out the debuff for the moment. How much more? Oh, well, if that's the case... Oh, maybe it blew up the sentry. Oh, geez, okay. Oh, wow. Got a small army this time. These should be all that's left, though. Yeah. Hmm? Sentry bot? That wasn't here? Was there one that slipped by? Oh. Whoopsie. I hope he ain't dead. Damn, they just keep coming. Is that it? I can't believe it. We survived. He laughs uncontrollably. We survived. You were useless, but you fought good, Nevil. Without you, we'd have been toasted. Doesn't take him too long to aim his weapon at you once more. His voice sounds less panicked than earlier, but no less wary. Now what happens? Now you tell me what made you run away from the Institute of Chort. And then what do? What happens if I do tell you? Then you'll be free to go. He ponders while still keeping you in his crosshairs. His response is quick. Alright, I'll tell you. He sighs. Several days ago I received an order to report for guard duty in the utilities section beneath the Institute building. I've never been there since most of us weren't allowed there, so I was confused at first. From what I knew at the time, it contained nothing but gas lines, the power section, and other utility-related stuff. But who was I to question orders? Well, only after I had gone down there was I to learn it was all in error. I was sent to that section by mistake, and I was definitely not meant to see... He pauses abruptly. What are they hiding down there? He seems to be unable to find the right words to express what he saw. I saw beings, abortive, rejected creatures, malformed and miserable. I was shocked. Thankfully, no one noticed I wasn't supposed to be there, much less that my face was twisted from horror. I blame it on the masks we're obligated to wear while on duty. But those things... they looked human, like humans that had been crossed with something. Go on. I don't know exactly what was going on down there, what those creatures were, and why they looked like that. But it just wasn't right. And that was only the start of what I was about to see there. It makes me sick to even talk about it. After my shift was over, I began thinking about it heavily, nonstop. Reevaluated my life, purpose, and what I thought I knew about the Institute of Chort, and if I should still be a part of it. He takes a deep breath. What happened next? You already know. That is the whole story. I don't care whether you believe me or not, agree with me or not, but it is what I witnessed. Now, he raises his weapon again. What's it going to be? Huh. Now, that first option I don't believe was there before. You know what? We saved beforehand, so you and I are going to help those creatures, brother. That's what it's going to be. What? I'm not going back there. Have access to the Institute? I'll figure out a way to set them free. Meanwhile, I'm going to need you to help them out once they're outside. Okay, I'm okay with this. He bows his head, his mask concealing his emotions, and his pause stretches to an uncomfortable length. I don't know if I could trust you or anyone else, but if your intentions are true... This is all so dystrophic. After a further pause, he proceeds with newfound conviction. Look, if I can be certain in anything right now, is that there is a vast ventilation network underneath the Institute. If you could lead them into the vents and show them a way out, I'll wait for them outside. I'll do my best to lead them right here, but that might not be possible. This place is far too dangerous anyway. I'll wait for them in Upper Underrail. I've done many patrols across the rails. I got a few ideas where they might emerge from. We got ourselves a deal then, brother. I'll be right behind you, brother. I just need a few minutes to compose myself. As you wish. Oh, okay. Screen is black. I wonder if it could be aborted if you just walk up to it and try, but... eh. So yeah, the Institute has shit hidden. What a surprise. I never saw that one coming. You know, if there's a bunch of fusion cells among all of these, then this kind of paid for itself. Hell, the amount of scrap. I could probably work out a repair kit. You know what? Whoa, whoa. Oh. Eh. Oh, nice. Oh, hey, it was 100% worth it. Toy robot, a colorful toy robot that can be reconfigured into a car. Transformers. Pick up for 3 points of experience, which means level 25. So we'll pump up melee. I'm not sure if we'll bother with stealth, so hold on. So I think we're good with tailoring. And that should honestly cover it, if we're being entirely fair here. Which means... go ahead and pump into... pump both of these to 90. And I'll get an idea of how the tailoring will work in the nearest future, before we hit 26 easily. No feats, specialization... You know, we are going to be using fist weapons primarily. Might be worth considering the combo damage. So, honestly, we're fine at this point. Oh, you know, Blitz's cooldown going down could make it a little more viable for semi-consecutive engagements, but at that point, I usually wait for everything anyway, so... I'm thinking combo damage. Because combo is what? Dealing 3 consecutive blows, dealing an unarmed or fist attack. Oh, okay, so it's only on the last one. Okay. Yeah, that's not as important. I don't really have anything better to use it on, so something that will at least give a little more AP both ways would be beneficial, I guess. It would just take 2 to get the first point out. So we're going to just go ahead and go with Psychotemporal Acceleration. Honestly, everything else is fine. So, ooh, ooh, all right. Uh, I don't remember that. So either I didn't buy the leveling to the 30 on the oddity run I did before, or something. Ooh. Yeah, if it costs 60 per level from for 26 to 30, ooh, damn. We'll be busy for a while. Wow, who would have thought that there was more than one? You know what? Probably should open with that, honestly. Easy peasy. I'll gladly take all that, too. Sure enough, we do need to repair of a fist. Another unique weapon. So, hair kits. Sure enough, we got enough for an advanced. Both ways. Since we're already outside and about to be heading back anyway, grab that. Oh. Huh. Thought that would have been an upper underrail. Alright. Let's just head to Core City at that point. So let's see. We can technically turn that quest in now. We will head back to our place, though, and stock all of our stuff in. Wasn't there... I could be wrong. Oh, there was. Let's attune ourselves here. And go to our private... Actually, let's stock back up on juice. Oh yeah, we got a lot of like medical stuff on us. That's probably where most of that's coming from. Just go ahead and put the stuff we don't actively use here. Actually, I don't even use those much anymore, so we'll just put them all away. And we'll still need to clear some stuff out, but I'd say that's fine for the moment. Oh. Where do those get factored in, then? Huh. I don't think any of these are super relevant. Alright. This is a little bit shorter than the other ones, but we're going to test something real quick and then we're going to call it. So let's go ahead and equip either one of those low AP weapons. So as you can see, 5. And just because I'm paranoid, yes, I did save. So we're gonna want the super soldier drug. Is there anything else here that would substantially affect this? Which I suppose we can use food to buff it by 1, but just 1 isn't enough for it to kick over. Granted, if you were sitting on an odd number, that would be enough to finish one off. But okay, no. Our AP cost is it cannot go below 5, is what I'm seeing. Okay. That is unfortunate. Oh, but before that... But this does go down to 7. So, you know, food for thought for the future. It is a bit shorter than the other ones, but time is kind of running out for the evening, so I think considering that leaves me in a good position to do a good shopping cycle, that's a good point to cut it off for now. What will I do off stream on this? Build up some more funds, set up some stuff in regards to crafting, check on crafting numbers, and so on and so forth. I probably won't... Actually, you know what? We will do one thing. We'll do one more thing. Just so that I have it on camera and therefore can do it at my leisure. We got 2 more super steel refining datas. This won't take very long at all. And I'll finally get to show off exactly what you need to do to start that up. But while we're setting that up, thank you for watching. It's always appreciated, and I hope you got something out of it, whether it was some background noise or, you know, more progress in this. If you liked what you saw, by all means, please like the video. If you want to watch more but aren't subscribed, hey, please subscribe. You'll be able to know whenever the next things go live. If you got any recommendations, requests, or feedback on quality, by all means, please comment. Or if you just want to comment on something in the video, you know. For everything else, there will always be next time. But here we go, Bernard. About super steel. You're up for melting some cairns then? I found some super steel refining data. Golden, I think this is more than enough. Takes time to put this knowledge to practice, and then he's going to have his hands full with what you brought in. I'll be bringing this data to Andy as soon as possible. Alright, I think that means we're done. Yes. Alright, we are capped on that. So, what you need? About super steel. You up for smelting some cairns then? Let's make some super steel. That's what I like to hear. I can create up to 3 sets of plates per melton, and it'll take a while. Oh, and you need to make sure you take everything from the chamber before the purification process starts, or it'll be goners. So, 1 second, just to be sure. Beast is in fact empty. On 3 sets for 9,000 Karens. So yes, making your super steel is extremely expensive. That's why you want that refining data. And that's why we wanted to make damn sure that our crafting skills were up to snuff, and you'll see why later. Okay, I'll get on it. It'll take a while though, so come back later. Once it's done, you'll be golden. So now that that's set up, we'll head back to our house. And that's where I'll call it then. But this way I can go ahead and get the plates and do the stuff afterward. We might end up needing to grind out more coin. Oh yeah, if the batch isn't super good, I'll either try to scum it a little or farm up another batch. But this will let us get some higher quality defense. And just generally nice to have on hand. Anyway, again, thank you for watching. You've already heard the other spiel. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Take care of yourselves. Take it easy. And, you know, see you next time. And home sweet home. You'll take care. And, who knows? That's some relatively good progress, so maybe we'll be on the DLC sooner than I thought.